Okay, this is Brent from TradeGuild.blogspot.com, and I'm back with some more long ideas. We're moving along here. AETH is the next one. This is, I don't know, Aether Holdings Inc., Wireless Communications, and we're going to take a look here. What's going on? This is, trended pretty nicely. It's in the midst of what looks to be probably a consolidation here, and just kind of drawing some quick trend lines here. Let's see, there's bottom more or less, and the top, you can pretty much see it, but let's just call it that area. So that's a rectangle consolidation. That's a continuation pattern, and the 50-day moving average is rising. You can see we had a test of that right here and another test of it right there. This is not a hammer, it's actually a doji. This really is not a hammer either, but they're kind of serving the same function here, testing that 50-day moving average, and it's holding, so the market is rejecting lower prices here. A doji at the bottom of the trading range is a beautiful place to buy this long, and your stop obviously would go on a breakout below the rectangle, and in this case below the 50-day moving average. Let's take a look at the accumulation here and distribution. No distribution, all accumulation. Money streams in gear. BOP down here, bright green. By the way, these are all Warden Telechart proprietary indicators. So if you're a Telechart customer, they're available to you. And if you're not, click on our website. We have quite a few links on there for a free 30-day risk-free trial. Moving along here. You can see we're pretty much in gear, so that's how I would play that one. Let's move along to RGR. Now this is a position that I've had on the long list, I don't know, it was last week or so, or maybe a little bit before that. And it looks like some sort of a consolidation is forming here. It's encountering some resistance as it has in the past. You can see back here the 200-day moving average has functioned as resistance, and it's happening again. Nothing to be too concerned about, I don't think, and I don't know what this is going to turn out to be, but it could be possibly an ascending triangle. It could be a rectangle consolidation. We don't know, but basically the bottom of that range is around 640. So I would say under 640 is probably where you want to stop out on that. If we look at money stream, this is a huge leading divergence. Something really great is happening here, and you can see it's been very predictive. Back here in late June, we had this huge spike in money stream. See that right there? And that was a leading divergence, and subsequently we got this nice move up, a point right there. And again, it's doing the same thing. So all in all, I like this. If I just show you my trend channel now, this is how I would play it. If you are a Warden Telechart subscriber, email me or get my attention on the tag board, and I'll give you the formula. This is a formula I constructed, a channel I constructed, and received the honor of being knighted at Warden, and received a nice bottle of champagne for submitting this one. But in this case, this stop will move up every day. Right now it's sitting at about 630, so that's where my stop would be on RGR. And of course, this will lock in profits as it moves up. Let's move along to our next idea, which is AGR. And this is, I'm not going to try to pronounce this one either. Agri, never mind. This looks like a bull flag. We have this huge day right here. Wouldn't you like to be long on that day? And this subsequent consolidation in here, that's your here's your mast down here, and there's your post, and there's your flag. So we're looking for a breakout out of this consolidation. If I just show you real quick, Bollinger Bands had really, you see how they had pinched down here. Now they've just opened wide up. A lot of volatility here. And here's the trend channel. This downtrend was in effect, and now it's broken out. And this kind of flag consolidation that's happening here is kind of serving as the kiss goodbye. We see that a lot of times with these trend channels. When we get a breakout, it sometimes returns back to kiss it goodbye. So I think that's what's kind of maybe going on here. Here's my confirmation screen. All three indicators are a go. I got the 20, or actually the 10 is crossed above the 20 over here, and the cumulative has crossed above its moving averages, and RSI is above 0. Now we have crossovers like over here. The 10 crossed above the 20, and you could say, well, should I have gone long there? RSI was barely above 0, and we didn't have confirmation over here. So that's why I have all three of these, because you will get whipsaws here, like like we saw over here and in here. So you want some confirmation. It's not a flawless system, but it reduces the whipsaws by quite a bit. And there's a post, if you look up something like "this is my system" or something like that. If you look it up on the blog, you can see how everything's constructed there. Finally, there's that money stream flying divergence that we've seen, leading divergence that's hitting, it looks like, all-time highs. Not all-time highs, but back to mid-2004. So very constructive. I think good things are going to happen here with AGR. Let's discuss the stop real quick. You could say, I want to stop, below this consolidation by a couple percent, maybe 3%. Or if you can buy close to support right in this area, if you can swing it, I'd probably try to get your stop somewhere around here with that 50-day moving average and the 200 moving up. Those both could possibly function as support, as it has in the past. Not there. Got time for one more here, and then I'm going to bring you another video with some shorts. And this one is SLXA. I'm just get a drink of water. Okay, I brought this one out and dusted it off and posted it on the blog. And what I like about this is this huge symmetrical triangle. As the case with all triangles, when you get to this point, the apex, you look for a breakout. I think SLXA is getting pretty close to that point. And I'll take a look at the distribution accumulation. And again, we have that leading money stream divergence. So actually, price is just kind of sitting here and consolidating and doing the seesaw type of thing, or the whipsaw. And money stream is in solid gear. So what this is telling us, number one, we have a huge consolidation. And what generally occurs in consolidations is, you're shaking out weak hands, stronger hands are coming in. And accumulation occurs in them, and that's what we can see here. We can see it in March there with BOP. We can see it in July again, BOP. You can see that corresponding spikes in time segmented volume. So these indicators are confirming one another, and that also corresponds with the spikes that we're seeing in money stream. So all in all, I think there's good buying going on there. Of course, before, and you'll probably notice I don't discuss a lot in way of targets, because I don't really believe in making targets. I look for good trades and let them do their thing. But we definitely want to look at our risk. And in this case, I would say at this point, you might say $8 would be a stop, because that takes you outside of that triangle. And actually, whole numbers are not really good for stops, because the market makers kind of gun for the stops that accumulate at whole numbers. But you can see there's a little bit of support in July at $8. So I would say just below $8. So if you can buy it as close to this lower trend line as possible, you're in pretty good shape. Other than that, I am going to come back and bring you one or two more videos with some short ideas. Okay, thanks for listening, and I'll be right back.